Member for St. Catharines.
Thank you, Speaker. My question's to the Premier. We are seeing a disturbing trend as seniors in our community are being pushed out of Niagara through no fault of their own. Ursula Hudson, a resident in St. Catharines, lives in an apartment building that has recently been purchased by out-of-area speculators a few months back. Now, like clockwork, they are all receiving notices that they have to leave their units because the new landlord, Highland Shore Properties, wants to renovate. This building houses only seniors. One has lived in the building for almost 30 years, and another, a grandmother, is almost 90 years old. Most of them do not have internet. They have no defense of when threatening letters from the LTB forms are sent to scare them. Will the Premier do something to protect the seniors from wealthy speculators, remove incentives to profiteers, so they will no longer try to evict the same seniors that helped build the community in St. Catharines and across Ontario?
To respond, the member for Stormont, Dundas, South Glengarry, and Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing.
Well, I thank the member opposite for that question. And we know that keeping Ontarians healthy during these challenging times is providing them with safe access to stable and affordable housing. And this is an unprecedented time. Order. And this is why last fall we passed Bill 204, Helping Tenants and Small Business Act, to freeze rents at 2020 levels. We have taken steps through this bill to make sure that landlords are fined if they do not follow the rules and they are putting people out of their homes because of renovations under false pretenses. We have done more for for tenants in this province than anybody has done in over 70 years. The combined rent increase over the last 2 years is the lowest since beyond 1970. This province will take no lessons from the members opposite. We've stood up for tenants in this province, and we will continue to do so.
No, it's not. The supplementary question.
Mr. Speaker, photo op after photo op in St. Catharines is not what we have coming into my office. I have letters from new owners using the same strategy at buildings on Maple Street, on Welland Avenue, on Church Street, all across St. Catharines, Mr. Speaker. It is a crisis, and it has to be dealt with now. There are no solutions. There are solutions, and this should not be a partisan issue. Speaker, to the Premier. Everyone knows the housing crisis is worse now than when you were elected 4 years ago. It's been long enough, and we need action today, Mr. Speaker. Taxing speculators more, rent control, removing incentives for no-fault evictions, making it harder for the wealthier speculators to outbid our young families coming into our areas or out of their homes. Will this Premier declare a crisis in affordability for housing today, act against wealthy speculators like these, or move aside so someone else can get the job done?
Members of please take their seats. To reply. Member for Storm.
Thank you, Speaker. And I reaffirm the record of this government and the steps it's taken. Through Bill 204, we've done more. We've increased fines on landlords to $50,000 who don't follow the rules, and corporations to $250,000. Those are substantial increases over the previous government's legislation. So we've taken steps, and we've taken steps to increase the adjudicators on the landlord intent board to make sure they're properly heard. We've made it also fair for landlords because it is a two-way street. We want to make sure that there's more rental units in this province to handle the increasing population that we've seen over the last 20 years in this province, because there's been no homes, no rental units built. And the year we came into power, we saw a record increase in rental units in this province, which all go to lowering the price of rent. This government has taken action, and again, we will take.
Thank you very much.